Good evening, I'm Ben, and welcome to the show where you and I gather around this campfire to hear some of our fellow campers' scariest experiences. Whether you're a new or returning camper, I am happy to have you. Tonight we are going to hear a story about a seance gone wrong. This story was sent in by a listener named Sam Henderson, and it recounts his experience with a Ouija board. Before we begin the show, if you would like to check out our camp's bonus episodes, head over to patreon.com/doyouwannahearaghost-story. You'll gain early access to ad-free episodes, get a shout out at the end of one, and much more. Now, without further ado, do you want to hear a ghost story? They always say to never use a Ouija board alone, but what they don't tell you is that sometimes it's not about who all you used the board with, rather, who all is waiting for you on the other side. All right, everybody, phones away, Jason. That means you. Let's get this party started. What? Come on, you're the one who bought this thing in a thrift store saying it summons demons. Can't I just put it on Vine? Oh, great. Famous last words. Yeah, don't worry, I'll write your obituary, Jason. There were 5 of us in Emily's basement. Emily, her boyfriend Jason, Claire, her brother Daniel, and me. The basement smelled damp and forgotten, cluttered with old boxes and furniture draped in sheets. It was the perfect setting for our seance night. The board itself was an antique. Corners worn, letters faded, the planchette even cracked a little bit. More decorative than a divination tool, I thought. But that only added to its charm. Spirits. We summon you. Is anyone here? Emily said. Whoa, who's pushing it, guys? Come on. Jason said to the group as the planchette moved across the board. Not me, Claire said nervously. M-A-R-I-A. It seemingly spelled out a name. Then H-E-L-L. And after a long pause, O. Whoa. I thought it was going to stop at hell, Daniel said to us. Maria? Emily, the seemingly seance leader, called out to the room. Are you here with us? The planchette moved to yes. The basement seemed colder now, my breath in the air as I glanced at Claire. She shrugged everything off, but her face had gone completely pale. Emily continued. How old are you, Maria? 6? A ghost kid? Jason said. 6. All of our laughter stopped. Apparently it wasn't just saying 6. Jason, stop messing around, Emily yelled. It's not me. Guys, we need to end this. Claire frantically pleading with us. But Emily ignored her. Maria, are you alone? Emily asked. No. Who's with you? 5. Goodbye. And the planchette flung off the board. We all shot up at the knocks on the door, half expecting somebody to come down into the basement. When the planchette began to move on its own. S-I-X. 6. What was that knocking? What is that? Why is the planchette still moving? Claire now panicked. There was a shadow on the far wall. What's that? I said. The shadow looked unmistakably human, but there was no one else down there with us. Turn the lights on, right now, Emily screamed at Jason. In the darkness, something brushed up against my arm. Small, cold figures. Ah! I let out, falling into a stack of boxes. When Jason finally got the lights back on, there was a 6th chair pulled out around the Ouija board, a chair that we had not moved there nor heard moved. A child-sized handprint on the table, smudged in dust. We're done. We're putting it back. We're putting it outside. I don't want it in my house anymore, Emily said to us as she tried to move the planchette. But as she grabbed it, S-T-A-Y, Emily began screaming. As we ran up out of the basement, we heard a childlike laughter billowing up the stairs. Jason slammed the door closed behind us, almost breaking it. The next day, Emily had her parents get everything out, clean it up, and throw it away. None of us ever went back to the basement, but we all still think about it. Looking back on it now, we make jokes about it, saying it was childlike hysteria. But I think in the back of our minds we all know. Whenever we hear a misplaced knock on our bedroom doors, or a child's laughter, we know that there was something there that night. Maria. Thank you, Sam, for allowing me to share your story. This was a fun story to tell. The way you wrote it had a lot of audible cues that was fun for me to put together in this format. So I thank you for writing it the way you did. So as for show announcements, I don't have much this week. Other than that, I am happy to be back putting together these shows with all of their sound design glory. The part of doing all this that I really enjoy. And with that, if you'd like to get early access to ad-free episodes to get a shout out at the end of one, head over to patreon.com/DoYouWannaHearGhostStory. I'm glad to have you all as campers on this journey. So please keep sharing the show with anyone you think might like these stories, or someone you're just trying to scare. If you're enjoying it, please leave a review. I would love to hear from you. Until next time.